Hey family, it's your girl Keeping Up with Kiri, and I am back with another video. If you are new here, I want to welcome you to our family. On this channel, we talk about all things faith, business, and lifestyle, and if that interests you, then you've come to the right place. And if you have been here for a while, I got one question to ask you. Have you been keeping up with Kiri? Like, your girl been on a roll with the uploads. Hello. So make sure you keep up with all of the latest videos, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely turn on your post notifications so that you know each and every time I upload a video. On today's video, we're going to be talking about the power of contentment. Yes, the power of contentment. If you are interested, please be sure to stay tuned and watch the whole video, because you never know, you might be blessed. So stay tuned. All right. So as I stated before, this video is about the power of contentment. I do have my notes here, so if you see me looking down, that's what I am looking at. So for starters, the definition of contentment is a state of happiness and satisfaction. So I'll repeat that again. Contentment means a state of happiness and satisfaction. And I just want to speak on contentment for a little bit, because it's something that we've all dealt with. Like, we feel stuck when really we just need to be content with where we are and just be ready to elevate once we genuinely feel the full spirit of contentment, if that makes sense. And there are 5 attributes to contentment: satisfaction, lack of envy, humility, discipline, and adherence of greed and corruption. I felt like I needed to speak on contentment because contentment, like we said, is a state of happiness and satisfaction. You know, genuinely, you know, you're satisfied where you are, you're content. It doesn't mean that you don't want to grow or you don't want to elevate, but spiritually, in order for you to grow, you must be content with where you are now. And it has to come from a place of, it has to come from a good place in your heart. You can't just want something because someone else wanted it. You can't just say, oh, I want a Mercedes-Benz because I see my favorite YouTuber have a Mercedes-Benz. That's not a genuine desire of your heart. And it's not you being content. That's just you being influenced. The smallest things tend to, you know, influence our mind, which then leads to us not being content, is what I'm trying to say. We have to make sure that you must be content and appreciative for where you are now, because anytime you think you have it bad, someone always has it worse than you. And that's when we start to feel appreciative of the things that we have, because you do see that you are blessed. And just because you might not be where you want to be, think about you not being where you used to be. You know, I can attest to that 100%. You know, there were times in my life where I had nothing compared to what I have now, you know, but I never questioned God. I was always grateful because I knew that I would overcome. I was content with my situation. I knew how to adapt. I knew how to make something out of nothing, if that makes sense. And I was genuinely content, like I said. And right now, you know, during the season that I'm in, I dealt with that also. I dealt with I wouldn't say not being content, but I wanted more, and it's okay to want more, but you have to be appreciative of where you are now. Like I said, you have to trust in God and know that you will elevate when He's ready for you to. You know, contentment is a big part of growth, and it's something that we don't want to face. We don't want to face the fact that sometimes we do get influenced by people, places, or things. Sometimes we do, you know, have to check ourselves and be mindful and make sure, like I said, that everything is coming from a genuine place in your heart and you are content with where you are, not stuck and not comfortable or stagnant, but just content. Like I said in one of my videos last week, if I don't become rich, I'm okay with not becoming rich, because I'm content with where I am in my life right now. Yes, I would like a house one day. Yes, I would like children one day. Yes, I would like to purchase my dream cars, but my life is not based off of that. I want to do God's work. I want to make sure the things that I'm doing are in alignment with His will for my life. I just want to be genuinely happy, genuinely satisfied, and I want to please Him. So you have to be content. And I want to leave you with this scripture about contentment that I found in the Bible. And it's from the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 5. And like I said before, I read the NIV version, so King James may be a little different or whatever you read, but it's all going to say the same thing in different words. It says, keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God has said, Never will I leave you. Never will I forsake you. I'm gonna read that again. Keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God has said, never will I leave you and never will I forsake you. And he said what he said, period, which is why you have to be content with where you are, because you're being prepared for something greater. When you become content, you become more appreciative, you become more thankful and aware of the little things in your life that may be big to someone else that you think is little. So, and I pray that this was a word for someone. I know I gave you a definition, then I gave you 5 attributes to contentment, then I gave you a scripture, then I spoke on my experience, but overall, I pray that this was a blessing for you. I want to thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely turn on your post notifications so that you know each and every time I upload a video. And again, make sure you keep up with Kiri. I'm Kiri, and this is Keeping Up with Kiri. Until next time.